You know, internet pornography may be the worst plague on our culture as far as morals are concerned, but it's at its very depth when it reaches out to snag the young. Teenagers, more and more, are tuning into internet pornography and it leading to sexual addiction. That's why I'm so glad that my good friend Steve Holliday chose to put together a program called Ultimate Escape, a path out, a biblical approach to helping teens be prepared for and say no to internet pornography and avoid sexual addiction. It's something the church has difficulty talking about and is often unprepared to. That's why I'm glad that our teens were able to experience the Ultimate Escape program as Steve presented it. As you watch it and consider, let me let you know that your teens will be blessed by the information that this caring man and gifted Christian therapist will share with you. Ultimate Escape. It's the way out that every Christian teen needs. I'm Jeff Walling, and I hope you'll consider Steve Holliday's great work.
Hi, my name's Steve Holliday. I serve as the Director of Ministry Operations for Ultimate Escape. There's a tremendous need to deal with the area of sexuality and addictive sexual behaviors among adolescents. There are a number of resources available for adults who struggle in these areas, but there's a distinct lack of resources specifically developed for adolescents who have these issues. At Ultimate Escape, our mission is to encourage young people to adopt a vision for healthy sexuality and to avoid participating in addictive sexual behaviors. We want to accomplish this vision in several different ways. Number one, we want to provide teens, parents, and communities with accurate information regarding healthy sexuality and addictive sexual behaviors among adolescents. Number two, we want to provide psychoeducational seminars for young people, for parents, educators, and mental health professionals. Number three, we want to assist community leaders in identifying and developing local resources to promote healthy sexuality among adolescents. And number four, we've developed and are hosting a website, ultimateescape.org, that provides information and resources about healthy sexuality for adolescents. The leadership of Ultimate Escape is committed to using our skills, talents, and resources to helping adolescents pursue healthy sexuality and avoid the trap of addictive sexual behaviors. Having experienced healing in our own lives in this area, sexuality, we can empathize with adolescents who are facing these difficult struggles. We believe the clinically sound, distinctively Christian resources Ultimate Escape provides can be extremely helpful to adolescents seeking to overcome addictive sexual behaviors. Many people may not recognize the importance of dealing with the area of sexuality among adolescents. For the last 2 years, I've had the opportunity to speak to many young people, both in a public format and also privately in conversation, and had the opportunity to hear from them the struggles that they're facing. It may surprise you to find out that many youth ministers have estimated that between 70 to 90% of our Christian teenagers are struggling in some way with some type of sexual behavior that has the tendency to become addictive. I had the opportunity to speak recently with a young man about age 15 and was sharing with me his struggles with trying to overcome internet pornography. One of the things that he mentioned that is so common among many young people, especially Christian teenagers, is the fact that there's a part of him that ends up wanting to view the pornography, but then as soon as he ends up logging off that website, just experiences tremendous guilt over what he's done. And it seems very common that young people pray to God and ask for forgiveness, and their heart will be focused on not doing this again, and every intention is to not engage in the behavior again. But then they find themselves, be it that night later or another day or another week, right back in the same behavior again, and just recognizing that this becomes a constant cycle for them. One of the resources that Ultimate Escape provides are presentations specifically designed for parents and youth volunteers to help them be able to encourage and promote healthy sexual behaviors among young people. After one of these presentations, I received a letter from a lady who is homeschooling her children and mentioned that prior to that presentation, she really didn't feel like any of her children would have been exposed to any kind of sexually explicit material, and thus she didn't think it was a real issue among her own children. But in the letter she stated that after she went back home, she had the opportunity to address this with her 13-year-old son. And just after talking a couple of minutes with him, he burst out into tears and started sharing with her his own struggle and things that he'd been doing on their computer. She shared this with me just to let me understand and help me to see that these presentations can be very instrumental in helping adults understand how they can go about broaching this subject that many people find very sensitive and kind of awkward with their own kids, but to help them understand how they can address these things in a healthy way and hopefully be able to prevent years of struggle down the road with the area of addictive sexual behaviors. Ultimate Escape is a nonprofit 501c3 organization, and as such, we rely heavily on funding donations from individuals, churches, or other organizations to help us carry out our mission. We're excited about the opportunities for Ultimate Escape in the future, and we believe that God is already using this ministry as a tool to help address the issue of healthy sexuality among adolescents. I encourage you to visit our website and make use of the resources available there, ultimateescape.org. And also, if you share a vision for this particular area of ministry, we'd love to hear from you. Please contact us about ways that you might be able to partner with us as we accomplish the vision for this ministry.